We hope everyone's having a fantastic week. Last week, we talked about doing a SWOT analysis in your office, identifying your strengths and your weaknesses, the opportunities for your practice, as well as the threats to your practice. And as you begin to develop that, then you look at those opportunities and you find ways to seize the moment within those opportunities. How can you make your practice better? And we talked about that last week. One of the things that we find is communication is a struggle. And as leaders, what we do is we are really good about communicating the tasks to our team, right? We make sure that your biller knows exactly how to bill in order to maintain and make sure that we are able to capture the revenue that for the services that you performed, and make sure that the front office is greeting your patients in a way that makes them feel welcome and want to come back. And we do all of these things, and those are the tasks, right? Those are the tasks that really lead us to seizing the opportunities or seizing the vision that we've cast. But what we forget to do is actually communicate that vision. And we forget to communicate well the vision to the rest of the team. And so what happens is the rest of the team get caught in the monotony. They get caught in the daily tasks. It seems like just an endless battle. Or maybe it's even in a firefight. And I heard a quote recently that basically said, if you feed that in the firefight mentality, then ultimately what you're going to do is breed arsons. And we don't want arsons. What we want is we want people that buy into the vision for your practice, for the business, or for us as leaders, right? What's that vision? Where are we headed? Why are we doing these daily tasks? Why do we do these extra steps to make sure that we capture the heart of our patient and make sure that they understand that you're attempting to bring them back to health, right? So all of these things are critical for the staff to understand. You do this really well with your patients. You talk to them about the treatment plan. What are the goals for the plan? Where are you headed? Why are you trying to treat them in this fashion? Are you treating them to bring them back to be able to do and perform their activities of daily living? You want to make sure that they get back with their grandchildren, right? Or with their children. Get back on the bike or whatever that the patient wants. You make sure that you're doing everything you can to bring them back to health so they can achieve that. And you remind the patient of the goal of the treatment. But we fail to do that with the staff for the overall practice. So here's my really big encouragement for you today. You've identified those opportunities, and now you're casting that vision, and you can see exactly where the practice and where you want to go. Now you need to take that vision and make sure that your team knows exactly what that vision is. Make sure they know what your goals are. Make sure they know where you're headed, because then it brings context to their daily tasks. They don't get so bogged down in the mess that they forget where they're going. See, everybody wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They do. They want to be a part of something that is bigger than themselves. And so because of that, you give them a vision. Give them something that's bigger than themselves. Anybody can do tasks, but can they buy into the vision? Then what you'll find is a team that is better able to refine what they're doing. They can actually then modify their tasks to make sure that they're actually headed towards the goal in a method and manner in which you want them to. And I will guarantee this: if you cast that vision, you also need to cast that vision again and again and again. Andy Stanley calls it visioneering. And the truth is, you can never cast it too often. And the reason is because people forget, because we get bogged down in the daily tasks and the daily work. So my strong encouragement to you today is find that vision, grab a hold of it, chase after it, and then remind your staff again and again and again and again of exactly where you're going and why they're doing everything that they're doing on a daily basis. Remind them of the personal impact that it also has. Remind them that they're a part of something bigger than themselves. And I guarantee that you're going to have a better practice, you'll have a more successful practice, and you'll go home and you'll feel like you're achieving your goals and your visions and your dreams. We'll catch you next week.